What we have learned in recent years through trauma, through exposing the monsters that we know exist in child abuse, is that the child's voice must be heard. We as advocates listen to that child. We tell them that they are courageous. We tell them that what happened was wrong, and we tell them that we'll be sure that it won't happen to them again. And that's really, really the only promise that we make to them, is that we try to assure their safety and that their voice is heard.
I was just a problem child. I was just the kid who couldn't pay attention in school, but no one asked me what was going on at home. And even though there were child abuse reports, everyone thought, I think, that it was easier to just label me as a bad kid.
When I became a detective and specifically started getting cases of child neglect, child abuse, child sexual assault, these are cases a lot of times with young people that have no one. Caseworkers, MCAT advocates are able to get things done through the courts for these child victims that I am unable to do from my role as a law enforcement officer.
And that's where MCAP plays such an important role. They can help intervene on behalf of this child. This child has their own advocate who's going to speak up for them and really help that child with feeling empowered. One of the hardest things for children in situations like this is they don't know where to turn. They don't feel like anybody's on their side. They feel completely helpless and powerless. So by giving them an advocate and giving them a strong voice, you can really start to change that dynamic at a very young age where it will make the most difference.
You've probably heard the statistics that we've represented over 4,000 children since we started. So, and our numbers are up. This year we're up, I believe 400 more than we were last year at this time. So there's such a need in the county to help these kids.
And I think organizations like MCAT are there to do that. So they are there in conjunction with a lot of other wonderful agencies to help children and help them when they're in need. And as a society, this is what we need to do. We need to help our most vulnerable and help children so that our next generations are going to come up and be able to be functioning people in the world.
We can't change the system or our system without all of these different systems working together. And the definition of a system is the sum of all parts. And so often, especially in the nonprofit world, we work in silos. And my goal really is to bring all of these groups together, because if you have a good therapist, if you have a good child advocate, if you have a good pediatrician, none of those things by themselves are going to save a child. But if we can all work together, I guarantee you that we can save more lives.
So we're free lawyers for these children. It's a unique, wonderful thing. Helping even in the smallest way, it doesn't have to be a large-scale donation. It can be time. It's so wonderful just to attend the event, to come to our dinner dance, to attend our run, any of our events throughout the year, to volunteer your time, just to even talk about the organization. Did you know there was an organization that helps kids in the county for free? Or if you hear of a child in need, or you're someone who maybe someone tells you about a child in need, you could mention MCAP. All of that is valuable and will help this organization to thrive and really make a difference in the life of a child.